Hello everyone, I am Deevager Tanabal here by Manufacturing Faculty from UTM. My matrix number is B0151710086. Climate change is one of the SDG goals that I have chosen which cause flood in Sungai Petani. Malaysia is a multiracial country. Malaysia has a population of 23.27 million consisting of 61% Malays, 30% Chinese, 8% Indians and 1% of other ethnic groups. Malaysia is unique because of its diversity of races, religions and cultures, the stability of the country and many places of interest. Besides, there are many international achievements which are the pride of our nations. On top of that, there are many places of interest in countries such as beaches, highland and rainforest. Malaysia's rainforest is considered as the oldest in the world. The diverse species of animal and plant continue to exhibit a great deal of scientific research. Many believe that some undiscovered plant may hold cures to many currently incurable human disease. There are many islands in our country such as Pulau Langkawi, Pulau Redang, Pulau Ketam and many others. Pulau Langkawi has a lot of historical information. Those are in the favor of history can go there to explore the history of that place. All the beaches in those highlands are beautiful. The sand is soft and white. The accommodation is well established and that makes those islands ideal place to visit. Flood is a natural disaster which has increased alarmingly in recent decades largely due to the changing physical characteristics of the hydrological system caused by human activities. Continued development of already densely populated floodplains, encouragement on flood-prone area, destruction of forests and hill slopes development. Flood losses are high, but disastrous of flood events which occur in the past as a consequence of rapid development and environmental degradation are forgotten quickly. People choosing to see only the positive benefits of booming economy while turning a blind eye to their negative effects suggest that within a climate of sustained economic boom, policymakers as well as Malaysians from all walks of life are understandably less concerned about floods than there are about the financial gains that can be reaped from a booming economy. States that the official solution for the flood control are largely engineering based and are ineffective to combat extensive monsoon floods. From the finding of the flood histories, it is clear that there are many causes of flooding which include drainage system, weather, urbanization, environmental factor, dam break and others. But from the previous research, most of people believe that improper drainage system is the main cause of flooding. Hence, the drainage system should be properly managed and designed in such a way that it can accommodate the waste water flow and in case there is a dam break or bank of the river is full due to the present rainfall, the drainage system can easily and conveniently drain the water. For mitigation, there are many suggestions on the ways to reduce flood. Many people think removing people from the flood-prone zone to a place with a high elevation is the best mitigation. Therefore, the best mitigation is to stay away from low elevation areas and engage in emergency awareness. Now, to solve this problem in Malaysia, the DID is recognized flood management authority in the country. The DID, however, is a department dominated by engineers whose traditional training is to control floods. Not surprisingly, the DID's main flood mitigation policy and strategy consists largely of structural measures, for example, dams and embankments to control flood flows. That side, the DID claims in recent decades that it has taken on board non-structural measures, for example, land use planning and flood forecasting and warning system to mitigate the impact of flooding. It does not have the expertise in these areas and implementation of such measures are negligible, resulting in a lopsided approach favoring structural measures.
the leveling pad aggregate on top of the fabric. Install the base course block using best practices. Roll the fabric in front of the wall to cover the face of the base course. Backfill the entire cut with drainage rock. Then add additional fabric in front of the wall extending down at least 4 feet. Install the first layer of grid as per plan and install the next course of block. Add in the drain tile and daylight through the wall. Add additional clear backfill and compact. Install the next 2 courses of block, backfill, and compact after each course. Add in riprap specified in the plan in front of the wall to cover the fabric to a height of approximately 18 inches. Build the next course, backfill, and compact. Install the next layer of grid and lay the next course on the grid. Backfill with drainage rock to 12 inches behind the wall and compact. Add fabric on top of the grid and backfill with soil. Continue to build the wall using the pattern established, adding grid as specified in the plan.
To solve these flood problems, there is also non-engineering solution. For example, natural flood management aims to reduce the downstream maximum water height of a flood. The peak or delay the arrival of the flood peaks downstream, increasing the time available to prepare. This is done by restricting the progress of water through a catchment and release one on, or a combination of 4 key mechanisms which works with the environment to provide a sustainable solution to the problem. For example, storing water such as ponds, ditches, and field attenuation bonds. Increasing soil infiltration through the creation of infiltration zones to help water to get into the soil at certain locations. For example, tree bells. Slowing water by increasing resistance of its slow flow. For example, planting in the floodplain or riverside woodland. Redirecting the water by channeling it away from the main flow into temporary water storage areas or buffer zones to hold the water back until the flood peaks drops, or restoring river meanders. This increases the length of the river and decreases its slopes, slowing down the flow. As a summary, so where does it start? We have going through this fear together. Let us all do our part in helping this flood issue. The truth is, those everyday things that we are going to change anyway. Avoid deforestation, plant more trees, avoid things that could cause that issue become more worse. So, the expert advice is time to all of us to change our ways and change things up, or climate change is going to do for us. The main aim need to achieve is this work will help people and government in designing appropriate flood control measures. Here we are combining the strength and effort to do this together and make a better world for us by achieving the goal 13 on climate action SDGs. We could do this together.